Hi everyone, this is John here with another video clip. I'm not doing a review this time, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to take a leaf out of some other YouTube channels' books here and show a video clip of a bit of my work. This is a model that I've done for a friend of mine who lives around about 10 miles away from me, and when he saw this, when he saw the progress of this build, he just said to me, I think I'll have that for my flat. I think he's a bit of a Mozzie fan. This is a Revell DH98 Mosquito B Mark IV. And I must admit, I'm not trying to pound my own drum here, but I'm quite impressed with the way this kit's come out. If you'd excuse the stuff that's at the back of the table, I needed to use the dining room table because this thing is quite big and it needs quite a bit of room to show it off. I'll just give you a quick walk around. The aircraft, obviously being 32nd scale, is quite large. Its wingspan is somewhere in the region of about 2 foot by about 1'6" in length. I'll give you a quick view of the underside. I'll just turn it over for you. That's basically the underside of the aircraft. You can see my hand there showing you the size of the aircraft. It's quite a large kit. And I was quite, as I said, I was quite impressed with the way this kit came out. I didn't have any serious issues with the build on this. It went together quite easily. I don't actually remember using very much filler at all. I might have used a little tiny bit on the top of the spine, but that's about it. The kit has a quite nicely detailed cockpit for a model that I think was released in the late 60s. So the kit's quite old. The actual mould of the kit is very old. But it has a detailed cockpit interior. If I can just pan the camera around here for you, hopefully you can see into the cockpit. At the back of the cockpit you've got a nice radio station behind the two pilot seats. And the pilot seats, pilot and navigator seats have actually got webbing on there. I hope you can see that just about, maybe. Yep. And if I can turn the aircraft around, hopefully you can get a view of what's inside the front of the canopy. There's a nice square panel in the top of the canopy, which is quite nice. You can probably just about make out the joystick there and the instrument panel. And then if I come to the side of the cockpit itself, there's actually some scratch-built panels built into the side of the fuselage around the cockpit bay. I put some scratch-built parts copying some of the photos that I took from the Mosquito that's at RAF Hendon Museum. Where it has thrust levers and a few electronic array switches. Yeah, so it's quite nicely detailed inside. The kit also comes with a nicely detailed Rolls-Royce Merlin 67 engine. If I can just pop this cover off here, you'll be able to see it. Basically this engine is quite nicely detailed, to be honest with you. This is a very nice kit to build. I did put a few scratch build items into it, just pop the propeller around here so you can see that a little bit. I put a few extra pipes in, a few jackets, a few lines and wires, feed lines for the fuel system. There's a couple of items on the rear bulkhead there, and on the other side, but you can't see it very well because you need to go through the back. I don't know if you can actually get through to the back of the other side of the bulkhead there. You can't really see it very well. But there's a couple of I think they're pressure bottles and oxygen bottle feed supplies. And there's also a regulator in the back there which was fitted, scratch built. But the rest of the parts are actually included in the model as part of the build. So yeah, I was quite impressed. I was quite impressed with the detail on this kit. And when you think that this kit is open on general release, you can still get this model on general release. I think its retail price is around about 23 quid, I believe. So it's still quite a decent price, and it builds up into quite an impressive, very large and imposing model. So I hope my friend's going to be quite pleased with this. I certainly was. So with a twist of the props, there we go. I hope you like this clip. This is one of my builds, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye.